So it's been a little over a year now since I started my fad, and I know there's some of you still out there who've seen my content who's probably wondering, who is Ashley? Why is this important to me? And what exactly is my fad to the extent of actually knowing what it is?
Golden Grand, put the sauce on it.
So in brief, my fad is basically my personal experience with mental health and basically bringing awareness to it, along with bringing positivity, bringing motivation, and lightening up the load a little bit. You know, sometimes you just need a smile. Sometimes you just need to know someone understands. And that's what my fad is all about. Now, my fad journey is here to take you on my journey. Of course, you know, many of you don't know me. Many of you, like I said, are probably wondering who I am. So this gives you the opportunity to finally get to know a little bit about me. I open it up a little bit and take you on a journey and see some experiences I've dealt with. As in this first episode, I'll be taking you guys on my journey through something that's a little bit close to my heart in honor of my grandmother who passed away last year, and just give you guys some insight on how I've dealt with the grief, on how I've coped with things. Of course, not to the full extent, but just enough to give you some examples of things that you can do, some tips, and a little bit of motivation as well. Or potentially just give you something to watch just to say, hey, my mind is a little shady. Let me find something that's going to bring positivity, and let me find something that's just going to make my day a little bit better, which I hope in the end, as well as my other content. So with that being said, welcome to the first episode of My F.A.D Journey. So today is the anniversary / first year since the passing of my grandmother. And we're on the way to visit her gravesite. My grandma was a big part of my fad, and she's kind of the reason why I did my project. My fad was a school project, and I reached out to her for advice on the fact of telling my story. I was, of course, afraid. You know, a lot of people judge you, a lot of people look at you different, but at the same time, I'm like, people's already looking at me different, so what's the difference? My grandma was a huge inspiration, and she told me, you know, you got to keep on keeping on. You got to keep pushing, and who knows, maybe your story just might help somebody. And here we are. Yeah, this is a big deal for me today to kind of document this moment. Also, as always, give you guys insight on my fad journey and through things in my life that mean the most to me. It's been hard, but my journey continues. So we're gonna do what we gotta do and keep pushing. And that is all. My sidekick, ride or die. He got it. There you go. So we're doing arts and crafts. She likes to color, so this is kind of like a therapeutic moment that we're taking on right now. So we got the big paper, and today's a green day. Green. So one therapeutic thing for me that I've learned over the years is journaling, or writing in general. I used to write a lot growing up, and I always wrote out my thoughts versus talking to people. And I think that's why a lot of times people would be okay with talking to me, because I didn't really have much to say. And so then, you know, I started dealing with depression, anxiety, and writing just was hard. You know, you go back and sometimes look at what you wrote, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I sound crazy, something's wrong with me. I start freaking out. But then I realized that it was really therapeutic to just get it out. And so a lot of times for me, what I do is I'll write things out, and then I'll take a moment and either burn it or rip it up and throw it away. And that symbolized for me getting rid of whatever was going on within me. And it was kind of a release. You know, there was days, of course, that I still kept feeling those emotions, feeling those feelings. But at the same time, it gave me the opportunity to say, hey, you know, I'm okay. I'm good. I can clear my head for at least just a little bit, and at least I got it out since I was not comfortable talking to people. So I figured, why not start back writing? You know, I've been dealing with a lot emotionally lately, a lot mentally, you know, thinking about my grandmother, thinking about a lot of things that have going on, you know, this whole COVID-19. And I decided I need to find out a way to release all this anxiety, all this pressure. So that is a major tip for me to you. If you love writing, if you don't like writing, but you need to release and you can't talk to someone, try it. Give it a try. If it works out, keep it going. Keep it fresh. Keep your mind cleared. You know, write it all out. Do like I did. Burn it or rip it up and just throw it away as a sense of release, or use it as a sense of you can look back and see your growth. So who knows? Maybe it might be something that works for you just as much as it worked for me. So I'm off to go pick up Taylin from Mom's house and play date. And I got a little me time in, I guess you could say, kinda. Yeah, it's been a lot heavy on my mind today, so of course it was a little bit harder to just say, let me have some mommy mode free time. But you know, I had a little bit of help to steer my brain from going a little bit cuckoo and overthinking. You know, when you miss someone, it's a little bit hard to just say, oh, I'm not gonna think about it, oh, it's just gonna go away. No, it's not that easy, especially when this is like a first time thing for you. So yeah, so going to get Taba. Let's see if she'll want to cooperate. Hey, I missed you, girl.
I miss you.
Oh man, you had fun? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good. You say hey everybody.
Everybody, say bye.
So I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one who has sometimes just woke up the next morning and feel like a mess. You feel internally, externally, and overall like a hot mess, and you really just don't know why. And you know, a lot of times in my videos I'm happy, positive, which is still, this is still on that realm, of course. But you may look at my videos and think, oh wow, like she's been through depression, anxiety for over 12 years, she's smiling all the time, she's always happy, this and that and the third. But at the same time, I'm still human. You know, I still have my days of where I'm crying a lot and don't know why, to where I'm feeling sad and don't know why, to where I just want to get away. You know, like right now, I'm kind of taking some time to just regroup. You know, one thing for me is sometimes I just take a drive. And, you know, sometimes it's a good thing, sometimes it's a bad thing. But, you know, a lot of times it's like you just really need that moment to just clear your head, to just get out any emotion that you're feeling, especially if you have a child. I try my hardest not to put any negative energy or anything bad towards my daughter. You know, Taylin is a bundle of fresh air, but at the same time, you know, sometimes it gets hard. You know, when you're dealing with a lot mentally, it gets really hard to deal with a toddler. With that being said, you know, it's like, it's okay to just take a step away, to take a break and say, okay, I don't know what's going on, I don't know what's wrong with me, I need to reevaluate and just regroup. The purpose of this is to show you that, you know, even when someone looks well put together and like everything's okay, hey, things happen. They're human too, and they go through their rough days. And like I said, that's the reason for my F.A.D, to give you guys my inside scoop of how I handle things. You know, I'm not feeling the best today, and it's not just physically, I've been feeling a little sick, but at the same time, it's like mentally, I'm just feeling so drained. I'm not feeling myself, but I'm doing things that I gotta do to keep it moving, to keep it going. And it's hard, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. But you got this, you'll figure it out. Just don't give up. I know.
I thought you were doing your mommy.
So see you later.
Bye.